So let's have this honest conversation. And this is to my Ghanaian brothers. So for the past couple of days, the Igbo king in Ghana has been trending. Eze Dr. Chukwudi Ihenetu. And I'm like, guys, you people are threatened for something that is not what's being threatened. This is to my Ghanaian brothers. This is not an attack on Ghanaians, but I'm going to be very honest in this video. So why has it been trending? Because the Eze, the king of the Igbos in Ghana, has decided to acquire 50 acres of land, that's over 250 plots, and wants to build an Igbo village. And a lot of you are like, threatened. Yes, the reaction shows the Ghanaians are threatened. You think he wants to take over your country, the Igbos are coming to take over your country, and I'm like, you shouldn't be threatened, because on the contrary, if your country or your state's people find him worthy of collecting his money and acquiring over 50 acres of land, then they shouldn't have business with what he wants to build there. Yes, he has acquired this property, and in his mind, what he wants to build is a community for the Igbo, is a village for the Igbos, and you people are making noise. How is he taking over Ghana? People are saying he should go back to Nigeria and go and build a village in his community, and I'm like, can you be calming down? So this man was in a meeting with the Ghanaian president, and your president doesn't have a problem with it, but you all the citizens are having the problem with it, and I'm like, you guys are threatened with big dreams. And I feel like Nigerians are people with big dreams, especially the Igbos, and I feel like we're not apologetic about that. Yes, he has a big dream, and he wants to build it in his land. What is wrong with that? To be very honest, to be very, very fair to the Ghanaians, there is nothing wrong with the plans of Dr. Chukwudi Ihenetu, who plans to build an Igbo community. Have you watched the video? This man has a big dream. There's nothing wrong with that. If your community kings and leaders are not building communities or developing things for you, how is that supposed to affect him? This man didn't say he wants to take your place, he wants to make Igbos to have Ghana citizenship. He just said he wants to build a place where the Igbo people will come and dwell. The Igbo people are known around the world to always have a king in every community where they are. It's an Igbo tradition of preserving its culture. So if someone has a bigger dream and wants to go extra mile to build where it will be conducive for the people, what is wrong with that? I feel like people are feeling threatened. Nothing is what's being threatened about. People are just feeling intimidated. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Can you just calm down? This man's vision is not destroying anything in Ghana. If you're a Ghanaian and you come to Nigeria, you can be buying properties and build what you want, and that is absolutely alright. We've seen Osime bought properties abroad and built things for Nigeria. So we've seen people in the past buying properties and building things, building what they want. Unless the state or the country is saying that, okay, you can't build this type of thing here, you can't build this. But if it is just somebody that has acquired land and has a big dream he wants to develop there, what is wrong in it? Can you people keep quiet? Like, I've been going through all the comments, Ghanaian people. I don't know why it's coming up. It's not our fault. It's not our fault that we have big dreams. And I saw a lot of people saying he should go back to his community or his village and be king. Are you kidding me? The Eze Igbo is a tradition. Let me tell you the thing about the Igbo people. The Igbo people want to preserve their culture wherever they are. Even in the far north, where there are Hausas and Muslims in Nigeria, if you see every community, you still see the Igbos coming together to have a meeting, and they will always have a king. So everywhere Igbo find themselves, this is a long-age tradition. Wherever the Igbos are, and there are lots of them in the community, they will always choose one person that will lead them. This will help them in solving issues. When problem comes to the Igbos, they will handle it together. So Igbo people are quite very communal people. They are not a threat to you. So I don't see reason why all of you have been ranting, even to the extent of protesting that he should not build, all he said he wants to build in his land. He has acquired the land. Anyway, if you didn't hear this man's vision, let me play it for you. Because some of you have not even watched what the man plans to do. He's developing your country. What are you kidding me? Please, some of your kids should come to Nigeria and come and develop it and build a city where people will come and be employed and get work and the rest of it. So your people are just threatened though. This is not that serious. I will be very honest with you.
Igbo has got a very rich culture that must be encouraged. He believes the past and present leaders from Igbo as a nation from the Nigerian state deserves more. The father of all projects on his mind is the establishment of the first Igbo town in Ghana, and of course, the first in the world.
If you look around the world, apart from in Virginia, they have Igbo village in Virginia. They created it by putting the antiques, the antiquities of Igbo there. You can come there, kind of archive of Igbo. But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land. That is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road. That is at Old Ningo area. Along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Igbo there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. They always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge, maybe for a day or two. Most of their visits, it doesn't take more than 48 hours or 24 hours. They stay there free of charge, and they know that yes, this is what they have benefited from the Igbos living in Ghana. Again, our people that have accommodation problem and all that will come get there at least for 2 or 3 days before they can get out of the country, or those that come into the country in one way or the other will have accommodation of 100 rooms guest house. We will also, in the palace of the Igbo, we also have apartment there for special guests like governors and ministers. And in future, I know that we the Igbos will provide president in Nigeria, and I know that the president that will rule Nigeria at time to come must be an Igbo man. And one day, by the special grace of God, he also going to be part of those that are going to lodge at the guest house there in Igbo village. In that Igbo village, my good brother, what I want to do there is we'll create streets there. We'll create streets that will represent the names of the ancient Igbos. We'll create the streets that will bear the name of Sambakwe Street. That's the ex-governor of Imo State. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Nzogo. We'll create a street that will bear, of course, the name of my father also, Zemaladi Henetu. And all the great Igbo leaders that they have gone, and those are present, will create streets in their name that will represent them in Igbo village in Ghana. And this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house. We're also going to build tall buildings of maybe 6th floor or 7th floor. We'll sell them flat by flat, and we will have a single entrance in this Igbo village. When you come in there, you're coming into Igbo village in Ghana. From there, the Igbos will expand. We will build market there. Igbo market will represent there. Igbo school will be built there. We will create transport section there also. We will create what we call Ezigbo garden. In Igbo language, you call it Mbala Ezigbo. Ezigbo garden meaning where we create about 4 plots of land. We use 4 plots of land for that, for Ezigbo garden, where we're gonna plant yam, plant all the trees, all the leaves you can get in Igbo land. Okwa, ube, akubeke, mtoroba, oha, we're gonna also plant yam there. We'll plant ube there. We'll plant all these things so that at the time of New Year Festival of Ezigbo, we'll go to the Mbala there. We'll go to the garden there to get our New Year Festival. In there, you will see that yes, that's the Igbo tradition is really represented.
So what is wrong with this? This is just a big dream from a king. Yes, a king of people. He's not calling himself the king of Ghana. He's saying he's the king of the Igbos in Ghana, and he was coronated. This man was coronated in 2012. So he's actually a king representing the Igbos in Ghana. And it's a common culture for the Igbos to have a king wherever they are. This helps in problem solving. If an Igbo person gets to have an issue in Ghana, the first person they will look for is the king. It's the king that will help them reach the embassy and the rest of the things in Ghana. It's not like this man is coming to say, oh, wants to be the king of Ghana. He still maintains that he's the king of Igbo. So I guess the only problem the Ghanaian people are seeing here is that everything this man is saying is putting Igbo inside, because somebody can decide to acquire 50 acres of land and say, I will build a school, I'll build hospital, I'll build a hotel, I'll build this, and nobody would complain because he bought the property with his money. Now, the only thing is the name this man is putting to it, that he's building it for Igbo. And you people are having a problem with it. I feel like people are just being threatened unnecessarily. This man is just a man with a big dream and should be encouraged. There's nothing wrong with Igbo people having a community in Ghana, yes, that is built for them by their king. If you have kings in Ghana that wants to come and build a community in Nigeria, I don't think the Nigerian government will stop you for any reason. As long as you legally acquire your land, you can choose to build whatever you want, as long as it's legally accepted that you build certain things there. So it's just like an estate company acquiring like 50 acres of land in Ghana and saying they want to build a hospital, a school, a market, houses for people. You people will be celebrating it. So what's the difference here? There's no difference. Stop being threatened, brother. Stop being threatened, okay? So this man, I feel like we should be applauding this man. Yes, especially Nigerians who are criticizing him. You people should stop. We should be applauding him because he has a big dream. Yes, his vision is simply like that of any other estate developer. He has a property he wants to develop for this particular purpose, and I don't see anything wrong in that, okay? Anyway, guys, I don't even want to tell you to leave a comment because I know you leave a comment in this video, but all I'm saying, can you be calming down, Ghanaian brothers? Yes, all the protests people are doing doesn't make sense. Like, people have other more job problems your governments are not doing, like we do have in Nigeria. You should protest about that and leave Eze Dr. Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu to continue his project in peace. I honestly feel like this man's project is big. Yes, it's massive. And I was disappointed to see that the Ghana traditional rulers are even sending message that this man should be stopped, to the extent of saying that Igbo should leave Ghana for what? For what? You people are scared of their success or what? There's nothing wrong with what this man is doing. There's absolutely nothing wrong in it. I saw this press release by the Ghana Traditional Council, and it says that the Ghana Traditional Council disassociates itself from all activities of the said Eze Dr. Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu, that the council has never recognized anybody or person as the king of Igbos within the Ghana state. The recognition of persons and their induction at the Ghana Traditional Council has always been conditional upon entry of one's name in the National Register of Chiefs. That the Ghana Traditional Council is creation of statute. That Mr. Eze Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu should henceforth cease and desist from holding himself out as a king of the Igbos in the state by way of performing any traditional activity. That meant all assigned paramount and divisional chiefs installed by Dr. Eze Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu should also henceforth cease and desist from holding themselves out as such within the GA states. That all traditional and cultural festivities under the guise of importing Igbo culture presided over by Eze Dr. Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu in his capacity as king of the Igbos in the Ghana should cease forth. That's not correct. Okay, for instance, the Yam Festival of the Igbos, so because they are in Ghana, they shouldn't do a culture that they are used to, they shouldn't perform their Yam Festival, right? What threat are they imposing on your people? That they come out together and do their festivity, or that they choose to live in a particular place their brother acquired? Of course, this man was ordained. He didn't just start parading himself like the media is claiming. He's ordained the king of Igbos. And it is common for Igbos in every community to have chiefs. It's a long-term tradition that has helped the Igbos preserve their cultures and tradition around the world. Igbo people are the most peaceful people in Nigeria. Yes, ask questions. They don't look for trouble. They only focus on business and making money and taking care of their wives and families. So, can you people calm down? This protest is not reasonable. I'm saying the truth. Anyway, kudos to his big dream. Igwe Chukwudi has a big dream, and you should just let this man be. If your country doesn't want him to build it, let the state government or let the federal government say it. And your president will say it. Your president was even having a meeting with him, laughing and smiling. And you people are here shouting and ranting. I feel like it's not that serious. Anyway, my name is Fika, and I remain the voice of truth. Please, my Ghana brothers, can you people just calm down? You people have more important things to talk about than this. Please have a nice day. Stay safe.